Gamescom 2026 day one just happened. I wanted to bring you guys some of the games that I thought were interesting, some of the titles that I liked and looked promising for the future, as well as some of the release dates that we currently know after some of these trailers. Now, if you can't stay for the whole video, some of the games I'm going to be covering: Notice Fall, Rainbow Six Tactics, Ananta, Crimson Desert Enhanced, Rayman Legends Retold, Control Resonant, Blood of Dawnwalker, Game of Thrones, Dust Origins, Warlock, Gravhounds, Exterminats, Path of Exile, Ontos, Final Fantasy VII, and The Witcher 3. So if you like videos like this, you like gaming news, make sure to like and subscribe. Otherwise, get into it. So Notice Fall, this is the first trailer we're seeing here. Looks very promising. This is a game by HoYoverse, and instantly when I saw this trailer, I was thinking Elden Ring plus Monster Hunter. Saw a lot of cool attack animations, a lot of cool elements in this game. Looks very promising, and I definitely can't wait to see more. The next game that I'd like to touch on, Rainbow Six Tactics. This one kind of took me by surprise. Seeing a Rainbow Six game in the tactical genre definitely was not on my radar at all, so this one kind of swept me off my feet a little bit. It was definitely interesting to see the Rainbow Six Siege cast these characters in a tactical setting. Um, Also, seeing this, the game didn't look graphically super impressive, but beggars can't be choosers in some cases. With a tactics game, it's not exactly hinged. Success of these games aren't exactly hinged on graphical fidelity. It's more about gameplay. How tactical can you be? Your movements matter. Can you outsmart your enemies in effective ways? Things like that. But seeing the operators and things like destruction, different abilities, how the bullets are working, ballistics, things like that. Definitely looks impressive, and I do want to see more from this game. I am getting heavy XCOM vibes from this trailer, as any good tactical game should. I think Rainbow Six Tactics took some inspiration from XCOM and XCOM 2. It's a great thing. The next trailer that impressed me was Ananta. Now, I didn't know anything about this game prior to Gamescom. I didn't see anything about it. They did say that they showed clips, teasers of this game before Gamescom, so I'm sure there were people that were already excited and looking forward to this game. I was not one of them. This went completely under my radar. But after seeing this trailer, which was a little cringe, I'm not going to lie, some of the dialogue that I heard was a little cringe at first, but throughout the trailer, as the trailer progressed, we saw more of the dialogue, some of the banter. This is just a funny looking game. It looks like there's a lot of funny moments and goofs in it, so I kind of adjusted my expectations to what the game was actually going for, and it seems like a funny story adventure anime kind of game, which could do well. I think this game has some promise. There's definitely nothing wrong with a funny game here and there. So I'll definitely be looking forward to the release of this game in January. It's also free to play, so if you didn't know about it, maybe consider checking it out. The next thing I wanted to touch on was the Crimson Desert Enhanced Edition, which this was just absolutely like really surprising to me. I don't know if this enhanced edition, is it being shipped with like PS5 Pros to your doorstep or what? No, I'm just kidding. But the main thing about the enhanced edition for Crimson Desert, we see extra voice support, some extra combat, better performance. So I haven't played this game. I haven't played Crimson Desert, but to all the people that are playing this game, I hope the enhanced edition works well for you. I wasn't expecting this. As long as it makes the game better, I can't complain. I can't gripe about it. But next up, the next game that was showed, Rayman Legends. Oh my goodness. This game looks amazing. I'm super excited. This has been on my list for a while now. And seeing more gameplay, this brings back my childhood, guys. I was a big Rayman Legends kid, and just being able to see this and relive this with higher graphical fidelity, better textures, man, this is amazing. This is making childhood me very happy, and can't wait to get this game and get into it. After Rayman Legends, we saw some Control Resonant. This game is going to be really good. Just from the trailers we've seen, they've done a really good job of capturing and recreating the themes and the tones that made the original Control game good. I'm getting that same vibe, like dark, unsettling mystery. One thing that I do like that they've done different is the combat. The guns in the original Control game, they were good, and I think they did everything that they needed to do. They did them well enough, but changing the combat and Control Resonant, I think, was a really good decision. I think that it fits this world much better than guns. That's just my opinion. Now, obviously, if you think different, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about kind of combat system? I think it works well, and definitely ready for September when this game releases. They also showed some pre-order bonuses that you can get from pre-ordering the game, a couple skins, content. That's always nice. I'm not pre-ordering, but for all those people that are big pre-order people, um, there's all the content right there. Decent amount of content for a pre-order. I think it's worth it for that kind of person. Next up, we got Blood of Dawnwalker, another game that I didn't have super high feelings about. I didn't hate what I've seen about Blood of Dawnwalker. It did look kind of impressive, but I wasn't super sold on a buy just yet, just because of how many games were coming out. Still don't know if I'm sold on a buy, but the trailer is super impressive. I like the graphics so far in this trailer of this game and the tone that they're taking. Looks super dark, super nice. I love the combat. Looks good, looks fun. Moment to moment looks good. Dismemberment is also pretty impressive looking, so I'll definitely be looking forward for when this game comes out to see some more from people playing and experiencing this game firsthand. I'm not going to get the game, but it was an impressive trailer. Game of Thrones War for Westeros. I had to put this in here just because when I saw this, man, it's such a bittersweet feeling to me. I feel like we could be doing so much more with the Game of Thrones franchise, right? Like, we have so many different shows, the original Game of Thrones, and we have House of the Dragon and A Knight of Seven Kingdoms. All of these series are doing really well, and there's even talks of more Game of Thrones media being made in the future. But I just wish we had better games, right? We're stuck with mobile games and War for Westeros. This game could be good. I'm not hating on it. I just kind of wish we could have like an MMO setting maybe or something third person, not just top down strategy and mobile games. We can do better, guys. The trailer for Dust Origins. We don't have a release date on this, at least not from Gamescom. I didn't see any release date. This looked pretty cool. They really snuck this trailer in, not a super huge announcement or anything. It was just kind of in the mix, but this game actually looks pretty fun. A top-down Helldivers 1. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this game. Top-down Helldivers 1, pretty brutal, nice gunplay, hopefully. Game where you're placed into a jail, you're trying to escape. Escape or die is the motto here, and I like it. Looks pretty fun, action-packed. The moment-to-moment gameplay looks nice. If you can play with friends, this is a nice action game you can get playing. And now on to Warlock, probably my most anticipated game from the showcase. I'm super excited for this game, and I really hope it does well. Any games we can have that bring more people into the D&D universe, the better. Obviously, we had Baldur's Gate 3, a huge game that brought more people to D&D. I hope this can do something similar. I don't expect this to be another Baldur's Gate situation where it's super, super loved and, highly acclaimed and all that, but I think the game has promise and potential. And I just have to note, our patron, man, to put it lightly, she makes Will's patron look a little chop. But you can see in the gameplay here, we've got a little Hellion companion, and we are traversing through what looks like a sewer area. But throughout this gameplay, it looks good. I like the graphics. I couldn't really notice any frame rate stuttering or anything, so we're gonna have to wait to see as far as like how the game holds up as we get closer to release. Some of the things that I did notice as well as the in this trailer, it does look like whoever's playing, it seems like maybe they're controlling things a little bit slowly, but especially in combat, but like also moving items around to traverse and moving enemy weapons, things like that. It looks a little slow or a little clunky. Now, I don't know if, like I said, this might just be the person playing that's actually, in charge of gameplay here for this trailer. They might just be slowing things down so the viewer can really realize, like, okay, I can do this. Looks like you can manipulate this in this way. And if that's the case, that's understandable. But if this is like the normal flow of combat as you're playing the game, I think it's a tad, just a touch slow. I'd like to see things sped up just a little bit, but like I said, as we get closer to release, that will be something to look out for. But game looks brutal, combat looks nice and brutal, bloody, almost like dismemberment when you're fighting enemies with your sword, and also like combining enemy materials and materials you find to craft together these alchemical combinations using different warlock abilities and spells. It looks good. I'm excited. You can call it cautious optimism, maybe, but yeah, I'm excited to see more of this game for sure. The perfect worker, the perfect pooch, man's best friend. We got a trailer for Gravhounds. This game was really giving me big Helldivers vibes and Deep Rock Galactic vibes. Obviously, you can see in the trailer here, there's like mining, there's drop pods. Yeah, it gives me vibes of Helldivers and Deep Rock Galactic instantly. So I would definitely like to see more of this game. I know some people that would be very interested in a game of this genre with these mechanics. So I definitely had to let you guys know, let the audience know. This game is coming. Looks pretty good. It looks like some good fun you can have with some friends. It's Gravhounds. No release date yet. And a game in kind of like a similar vein, The Exterminaut. Yeah, I got kind of like a similar vibe. Seeing both of these games, they both look like fun. Now, usually in a showcase like this, if I saw two games like this that were kind of similar, of like you're fighting against hordes, you're trying to extract some sort of resource, and then get out, get in, fight, get something, get out, something like that. I would usually just write one off, and if there was a trailer that looked better for a game, that would be my priority. That would be the game that I would prefer and would take most of my interest. But Gravehounds and Exterminauts, they both did a really good job of showing themselves off and differentiating themselves as games that may be similar, but they showed enough of their differences to where both of these games stood out to me and they look like fun experiences on their own. Also, Exterminauts, no release date there, but I'll be looking for more information about this game as time moves on. Now, next we got Path of Exile 2 1.0. This trailer looked really good, and I have been holding off. I have been abstaining willfully from watching any Path of Exile 2 content. I haven't wanted to watch any videos on this game because I wanted to experience 1.0 on my own, fresh, completely blind. I wanted that experience, that 1.0 experience, whenever that game ended up coming to consoles, fully released, free to play, all of that. I wanted that game to be fresh. I wanted that experience to be fresh. Seeing the combat, this game looks good. It looks really good. Abilities look nice. I like the particle effects on all of these animations. And I already know with Path of Exile, the build crafting is going to be amazing. So I'm excited for this game. The release date for this game, December 11th. I will be ready to download this game and hop in for the 1.0 experience. On toss. Going into this trailer, I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but man, was this creepy. Now, usually with these horror or creepy adjacent kind of games, I usually only get scared or creeped out from games that look more realistic. Now, I think this is very impressive to see a game like this with this art style and these graphics to invoke a sense of dread and horror into me while I'm watching a trailer. Seeing this gameplay, it really gave me creeps. It gave me the creeps. It gave me chills. I felt weirded out. And seeing some of these things, I almost wanted to just look away because it was really creepy. And I loved it. This is something that is amazing from these gaming shows. Getting surprised. I get pretty surprised pretty easily because I miss out on some of these games. They fly under my radar. But Ontos, super creepy, super cool. 2027. I also thought it was interesting that getting a video from Jacksepticeye on this. So, one of the YouTube greats making a video on this game. It'll be interesting to see. We also saw some Final Fantasy VII. This was to be expected. Game looks good. I still haven't finished every Final Fantasy VII edition. I'm on the latest release right now. I need to finish that, kick it into high gear, and get that game out of the way. So whenever Revelation gets here, I can be all caught up. But I'm dragging my feet on that. Yeah, I think not much needs to be said about Final Fantasy VII. If you played the other games, Remake and Rebirth, I think it's pretty much to be expected that this game is going to do great things. It's going to be a good game. It's going to probably sell well, sell great, and little to no issues, great graphical fidelity, great performance. amazing gameplay, and I'm assuming, like the move from Remake to Rebirth, they'll expand on things, little things, combat, some story things, just to make the game that much better. Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Can't wait to see it. And finally, we had The Witcher 3 Remastered. Man, I knew we were going to see something about The Witcher 3 and their new DLC. It's crazy seeing updates for games that are like 10 years old. It's crazy to see that, but CD Projekt Red continues to cook up and cook well. We got a trailer for The Witcher 3 Remastered, better visuals, better combat, better combatant AI, more sigils, more pretty much everything, which is crazy to see. I never would have expected this. So they basically improved every facet of the game. And to even top it off, people that own The Witcher 3, you get this as a free update. Absolutely amazing, absolutely wonderful. CD Projekt Red, they have cooked once again The Witcher 3 remake. So that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to bring you a little glimpse of Gamescom. I recommend you watch the whole show if you're really interested, but these were just some of the games that I found interesting, some things that caught my eye, some things that I wanted to speak on. I hope I broadened your horizons just a little bit, or maybe brought attention to a game that you didn't know about previously. So let me know in the comments down below what you think some of these games. Are you interested? Are you getting any of these games? Are any of these on your radar, on your to buy list? Anyways, see ya.